Okay, we're here. Welcome to the big show. It's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. How you doing tonight? Welcome to Monday, August the 23rd, 2021. Nice to have you here. I hope you're doing all right out there. Hope you're staying healthy and you're good. Getting ready to cruise sooner rather than later. Let's hope this all happens. We have to keep an eye on things here. It's nice to see you joining me from, I hope, around the world. Let me know where you're watching me from. What's your temperature today? How are you doing? It's nice to have you here. Here in Creston, British Columbia, Canada, where I am, about 3 miles north of the U.S. border. Gorgeous sunny afternoon. We were raining all weekend, off and on. We got drenched on Saturday, lots of rain. But I'll tell you, the air is clear, the sky is blue, the clouds are beautiful and white. No smoke in the area. We're very fortunate here. No forest fire issues whatsoever. It's just gorgeous. And we're back into the upper 60s, low 70s for our temperatures. Kind of really pleasant around here. We're loving it. And it looks like it's going to stay in the low 70s now for the next 10 days. We are not going back into any heat waves. And we're hoping the forest fire situation around us has also been heavily subdued. We don't know. We do know there are still areas of the interior of British Columbia suffering badly. And we're hoping that they are going to get some rain because showers are appearing here and there. Systems are coming around, and we're just hoping that this will, expand and we get a good downpour wherever it's needed. I hope in the U.S. it's happening for you as well. I hope Washington State and Idaho and Montana, Utah, California. I hope you guys are getting rain. You need it, tons of it. I sure hope it's happening. Colorado too, and other areas. I don't know. We'll see if it can get better. But here in this area of the world, it has really improved dramatically. So I'm happy about that. Who wants to go on a trip? Gosh, do I want to go? We can't cross the U.S. border from Canada into the U.S. by car for another 30 days. September 21st now is our next deadline date. We just found out a few days ago. Another month of delays. No can do. Can't go. Americans are allowed into Canada if they are fully vaccinated and have a negative test, but Canadians are not allowed into the U.S. at this time, and so we're stuck up here in Canada. Can't get out. We can fly out, but we can't drive out. It is the goofiest thing, but that is the way it is. Thank you for coming on by here, Connie. How are you? Welcome. Hi, Bruce. Changed my profile picture. Hunter said, put someone else on. That's me in a different selfie. Right on. Louise, where is your 7 p.m. show? We were on. Unfortunately, the 7 p.m. show had, I'm not sure what the word is. YouTube was not getting the word out. We put the alert out hours ago, and I did an alert just as I was starting the show. I did a second one just to make sure. And I only had 8 people join me for the big show, for the first show, and nobody got the word. These folks found me through links, through the membership links and stuff, and very frustrating. I had to send out some personal links when people emailed me, say, I can't find the link, but that's what happened. TWU2 Tessie. Hi, ladies. Hope all's well with you. Well, hello. Sharon. Hi there, TW family. Hi, Sharon. How are you? Jeannie. Hello again. Bill and Jeannie are here for the big show from East Tennessee. Kirk Brunson. Hi, Bruce, TW family. Kirk is here from the Big Apple. Wes Morrison. Hello, all. I had a choice to either watch your show or Bachelor in Paradise. It was a no-brainer. Welcome, my friend. I'm glad you're here. MG, CDC clamps down again, warns people not to travel on cruise ships. Bullcraft. Hi, Bruce. Uncle Bruce just popping in to say hi. Hope all is well and things are going well with your selling your house. Keep up the good work, legend. Louise, what happened to your 7 o'clock show? Did it not show? I just mentioned what happened. Janice, hey, Bruce and TB family. We're here in Ontario. Now have the heat wave, 90 to 98 degrees for the week. Yuck, that would be humid too, wouldn't it? MG, all the smoke is pouring down the coast to Southern California. Oh my. Louise, did you do a 7 p.m. show? We tried. MG, Connie put on some makeup. And Sharon, I never got any notes for the 7 p.m. show. See, there's the problem I had. I did 2 notifications. I did 2 releases, and neither took. It's a YouTube problem, I'm certain. Gregory, greetings from Boston. Welcome, sir. Beautiful people in Massachusetts. MG, he's saying something. And hi, Bruce, Ann and Brent, Ancaster, Ontario, 40 degrees Celsius, hot and humid the last few days. Oh, that is tough. That is not fun. Amicus, howdy, y'all. Raining here in Melbourne, Florida. Welcome, Louise. Nice to see you now, Bruce. Welcome, Louise. I'm glad you're here too. Nathan, hello from Asheville. We are finally getting back from the flooding here in the area. Hope the TW family is safe and healthy. It's been unbelievable weather all over the place. Flooding in Tennessee, too much rain in the Carolinas, New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island. Oh my gosh. Hurricanes, dogs and cats living together. It's out of control. It's insane. Kevin and I canceled our February 22 Pride of America running cruise because we're worried about whether it will take place, but we'll book the cruise without running for our 40th anniversary in 2023. Sorry that your cruise is that you're not going to do it. It's too bad, but we got to be careful. Rocky, what happened to Friday's 7 p.m. show? What happened to that? We were on Friday at 7 o'clock. We did trivia. We were there. Tonight's 7 o'clock show we did as well, but we had technical difficulty. Hi, Bruce. Hope all's going well. I just received an offer for an upgrade on our October cruise. I wonder if Royal Caribbean is getting a lot of cancellations. Good luck with selling your house. Thank you, my friend. Interesting. You're getting an upgrade offer, and you're wondering if people are canceling. I gotta wonder if that's there's the issue of people worried about the COVID variants. One, number two. What about Europeans that just know they can't come down? They can't fly over because they're not allowed to leave their country for the U.S. right now. Maybe that has something to do with it. Boy, that's interesting. And or maybe the pricing has gone so high, people can't, are not doing it. Hello from New Jersey. Hello, Josie. And Nikki, greetings from Jacksonville, Florida. Hot and moist. Welcome. Kirk Brunson, I looked up your house. You are selling. That's a nice house you got there, Bruce. Sharon, I didn't get notices for the member shows on Friday or at 7 p.m. and I kept refreshing to check. See, this is where I'm so frustrated with YouTube right now. I don't know what's going on here. Stephanie, hi, Bruce. Stephanie's in the house. It is so hot. Made it up to 98 degrees today. It's too hot. Glad to be here. I'm glad you're here too. Check out where Upgrade is located. You may want to stay where you're at. Check that. Yeah, I gotta wonder. It's just the thinking here. A lot of people were thinking that this was going to be a great summer. The virus is all over. People are getting vaccinated. The counts are going to go down. They did go down. They're going to keep going down. They didn't. The hospitalizations would stay down. They didn't. And now we got this going, and it's bad, and it's really bad in certain areas. And one of the areas it's really bad, Florida. It's bad in Florida. Now, if you're in Florida, you're going, hey, I'm fine where I am, and I bet you're right. I'm going to agree with you. Probably where you are okay, but then you're one of the lucky ones. You're not in a high populated area, densely populated. Maybe you have distancing between people most of the time, I guess. But anyone coming down on a holiday, coming down on an airplane to Florida, going through the airports, going through hotel lobbies, going to Disney World or Universal Studios with crowds, going out to restaurants because you have to. You're on holiday. You can't eat at home. You're going to be exposed to a lot of people, and the chances of you possibly catching that virus are higher if you're not vaccinated. If you're especially not vaccinated, and even if you are, you might catch it anyway. It's crazy. I don't know. Hard to say. Peter, my upgrade went from a balcony to a grand suite. We took it, obviously. Well, yes, sir. Well done. It's DeSantis. There you go, Brian. That could well be it. We're just hearing and watching the news stories and seeing the counts, and they're just out of control. I mean, they're just terrible. Then you've got Texas. There's problems in Texas. Then you've got Louisiana. Then you've got Mississippi. You got Alabama. You got Georgia. I mean, we got the South is getting whacked, and this is scary stuff. Just scary stuff. Unbelievable. We're just dumbfounded up here. We really are. Being treated like you have a disease is no fun on vacation holiday. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, if you're being viewed as a suspicious person because you aren't from around here, you might be a spreader. I mean, who needs that? Not going to have a good time. And I'm not interested in going on a holiday where I have to wear a mask all the time. That's not my idea of a good time. But oh my goodness, what's going to happen? I just don't know. Rocky's saying, "Hey, Peter." Uh, Hard to say what to make of this. Yeah, hey Peter. While you're on the upgrade, tell us if you don't mind. Was it a very expensive thing, or was it just a no-brainer, no cost upgrade? How did that work out for you? That's awesome stuff. Jeannie, I didn't get an email for the sponsor show. She says, I was able to go to YouTube on my iPhone to TWB's community and play it on the TV via our Fire Stick. Beautifully done, Jeannie. That's great. I won't cruise with the hassle of getting COVID test first. There you have that too. Yeah, I'll tell you, it's unbelievable. Jen and I, we're moving out of this house, and we're hoping to be in Calgary by about the latter, like the middle to the latter part of September, like mid-September, and we know that we're going from a small community here where there's not much issue with the virus to the big city, and now we're wondering what will be our exposure level there, right? We'll take all our precautions. We've been vaccinated. We'll wear masks, but still, you wonder. Yeah, I don't know. And then the idea from there: how do we get south? How do we get to California, where we would like to be for the winter this year? Can we drive across the border? At the moment, no. We've got one more month. September 21, they said no. Now we got to wait till September 15th to find out if October is open or not. If they say no, then we know we have to fly. We're gonna have to fly. And so, I don't know. You're going to be homeless, Bruce. That's it. Peter, here in Florida, we try to stay safe. When we eat out, we go to restaurants where we can eat outside. We go to the beach where we can spread out. We enjoy the outdoors a lot. Stay away from crowds. Peter, you're doing it right, my friend. Brian, but it's better to get tested and know because the virus is awful. Terry, a few minutes late to the party. Is your house sold? We've had one offer, unacceptable, and so that was a week ago. That was literally on the first day of listing. We got what we call a stink bid, and we just let that expire. We've had another viewing since, and it went very well, apparently very well, and we're now waiting to find out. The next 24 hours, we should know a lot more what's going on. And we've had a lot of people drive by the house. We've noticed the slow drive-bys. You see the vehicle come along and kind of slowly, and they're looking at the house, and they're, and then they come the other direction. A few minutes later, they go the other direction and get another look at it. Yeah, we're getting those. So that's what's happening. Hi, Coyote. Hi, everyone. It's a lovely sunny day here in Richmond, BC. Hi, Sandy. I hope everyone's getting vaccinated. Prayers to everyone who are cruising. I will be going to Red Cliff, Alberta to stay with my family. Right on, Sandy. Josie, Josie, questions. Are you going to continue with the channel? Oh, yes. Yes. What'll happen is once we move out, we'll be in Calgary. And we're arranging either, I know we're going to be at our daughter's place for a little bit of time. And I have broadcast from there before. But we're also looking into an Airbnb situation where we're just getting a furnished, private, like a condo, Might do that for like a month with high-speed internet, I might add. And so, yes, I will continue to do what I do. There will be a breakdown, a break of a certain number of days for the physical out of here over to their thing, but not very long. And then we're back at it. And then going on from there, if we fly to the States, let's say, we may fly to, we were thinking of going to a wedding in Phoenix. If it's on, we still don't know if it's been canceled or not. We hope it's on. But we'd fly down there. We'd rent a car. And then we would be in like an Embassy Suites kind of a hotel center with high-speed internet. So I would be on the air from there. And then we would work our way from the Phoenix area by probably flying to Palm Springs area, and then we'll get a place there, some kind of an Airbnb, and with high-speed internet, and I'll be on the air from there. So just our physical location will change, but the channels continue on. Yeah, this channel and the other. Now this channel becomes Traveling with Bruce. I mean, it becomes Traveling with Bruce. So I will have my phone going all the time, and I will put clips together, videos together through clips, and do the voiceovers and whatever have you. Yeah, you'll be traveling with Jen and I as we are traveling now to the Southland, and our any trials and our tales of woe, any crazy stories that happen to us, we'll let you know. You may find out of nowhere, just out of you may find you get an alert from YouTube that Bruce is live right now, Traveling with Bruce on a Wednesday afternoon at who knows what time. I'm live, and you're wondering what's he doing, and I might be broadcasting from an airport. I might be broadcasting from a hotel pool. I might be near a hot tub. I might be in a Joshua Tree National Park. You have no idea where I'm going to be. You have no idea what I'm going to do. Stay tuned. Traveling with Bruce is about to get live and active. We're going to see what happens. Should be kind of fun. I heard that Wes Morrison saying, I heard that AT&T Stadium where the Cowboys play is open at 100% capacity with no social distancing. Crazy. I would rather go cruising. I hear you there. Sharon, the slow drives are just checking out Christian's version of the Tour of the Stars homes. That's probably what it is, Sharon. Exactly. Shay Summerhill, hi there. Haven't seen you in a while, Bruce. Good to see you're doing well. Thank you, dear. Thank you for popping in here with us. Stephanie, I'm headed to California as soon as my fiance gets to Houston from London. Might have to wait. Louise, there are no fire sticks or anything of the sort here. Wish I could put you in a hot tub on Mondays at 7. See, seriously, Bruce, the states are overrated. Peter, Bruce, get your extra phonetic vaccine before you go to the USA. Canadians have trouble at the border with mixed vaccines. We get our third shot in mid-September. There you go. Peter should be Pfizer. There you go. That's what I'm thinking. I have one Pfizer and I have a Moderna. So I'll get one of those two, and I'll have two of one and one of the other. We should be all right. And hopefully we'll be fine to cross, and we'll be good to go. Never a dull moment. Just never a dull moment. What can I say? Yep. Gas is $1.41 a liter, says the Steamer. Hey, Steamer. How you doing? Are you back in northern Saskatchewan yet? Where are you located, my man? We're at $1.48 a liter here in Creston. And gas, a barrel, the price of a barrel of oil is down about $15. Our gasoline has not budged one penny. Not a penny in price. We are still paying $78 a barrel oil prices for gasoline up here. It has not gone down at all. Lee is here. Hey, Lee, we're Boca Raton. I'm wearing a mask in Publix, the grocery store. We would only eat outside in restaurants. Airports are crazy busy. Expensive hotels like Four Seasons are all booked with no summer discounts. Wow. That's insanity. Just got back today, Steamer saying Northern Saskatchewan. Just got back home. Right on, buddy. Right on. Fantastic stuff, sir. It's unbelievable. Florida, Texas, like nothing's going on. And yet it's bad. It is really, really bad. The numbers are just horrific. But you know what? If you don't have a friend of yours that's a nurse, a friend of yours that's a doctor, a relative, you don't know. You don't work in a hospital, you don't know. You don't see it. Unless you have a close friend that has come down with it, you don't know. And you're oblivious to the hardship. And so life is normal, you know. What can I say? It is what it is. I'll tell you that pretty well. Anyway, I got some news on the cruise line business. Not a lot, but a little. I thought I'd mention it to you today. Pepito Capite. Hi there, Bruce. Hello there. How are you doing? Welcome. MG, people from New York are going to Florida. Well, that's true too. News that I have is apparently the ship known as the Oasis of the Seas, Royal Caribbean's Oasis of the Seas, is right now doing a test cruise, having just departed New York, I think yesterday. Now, Sharon, are you still with me here, Sharon? Was that ship leaving Bayonne, New Jersey? My hunch says yes, but am I right on that? Did it leave Bayonne for, I think, a 6-night cruise? It's a test cruise to make sure that they're up and running. They want to start sailing on the 5th of September, 7-night cruises. So that's the story. Biden suggesting we need the booster shot. That's what we hear. Bruce, I have 4 friends who died of the shots, and several MDs here in Tennessee are telling their telling their parents not to take the shot. Interesting. Yes, Oasis was leaving Bayonne. There we go. That's what I want to know. I think so, says Russell. Yes, Bayonne. We've had no reports of any kind of anyone dying from the shots in Canada. None. We've had 84% of eligible adults have got at least one shot. 72% of all adults have had both shots. No deaths reported in Canada. That's got to be 15 million people. So I don't understand about that. Yes, a 6-night test cruise. Kevin and I applied to be on it, but we weren't chosen. That's right, Kevin. And we were hoping to get on that test cruise going to Coco Key and Nassau. That's right. So they're going to do that sailing, and then on September the 5th, they start sailing with paying passengers. I think out of the New York area, and I'm assuming Bayonne. So wow, soon to have 13,000 have died in the USA through the government is trying to cover it up. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, they're not. We haven't heard anything like that up here. If 4 people are dying, I think it would be a national news story. Yeah. Well, if even 13,000, I mean, if 1,000 people died in Canada, it would be national news. There's no way the families would allow it to go unspoken. We've just not heard of anything like that up here. Did Oasis actually leave in the middle of Hurricane Henry? That's a good question. I wonder if they went straight south though. Because they left Bayonne and they went along the coast and went straight south. They may have avoided it because it was running to the north. You know what, Sharon? I don't know. But it shows you how big that ship is. But still, I don't know. Okay, other news for you. I want to show you some photos and talk to you at the same time. This ship right here. Here we go. Let me get rid of that message there. Thank you, Sharon. Here we go. Okay, so this ship here is known is one of the MSC ships coming out. It's under construction right now. The cruise line is bringing out a new luxury cruise line to kind of rival, say, Viking Ocean Cruises would be my guess. The Explorer cruise line, the MSC Explorer cruise line, is being launched, and they're going to issue or launch a total of 4 ships. The first one will be ready in 2023, and I don't think it's been given a name yet. I'm not familiar with the name yet. The second will be 2024, and then the next one in 2025, and the next one in 2026. And they're going to look something a lot like this ship right here. 14 decks, they say, 14 decks. 461 suites will be on the ship. I believe every single one of them will be a balcony suite arrangement. The minimum size, 377 square feet. That's quite large for when you compare it to regular cabins on regular cruise ships. 3 outdoor pools. So you can see the one at the back, the second one at the very top there at the back, and then the third one at the very front, right on the top there. And the fourth one is underneath. You might notice about a third of the way back, glass dome roof, kind of a glass roof, looked like cantilever type sliding thing there. That's another pool. I believe this is an indoor picture of the indoor pool right there. Notice the roof there. That's a retractable. So that can be an indoor-outdoor pool area. A giant screen there to look at movies or whatever you want to do and hang out. These are all. This is all like computer generated. 9 restaurants, 24 private cabanas on the outside. So I'm going to go back to this picture. If you take a look at at the top of the ship there, I think at the very top that the second pool in. That will have private cabanas, and I bet you the very front pool at the very front of the ship, there'll be private cabanas up there. 64 available. Bookings will start in the fall of this year for 2023 sailings. that will be available. Now, with 461 suites, we're talking about a maximum occupancy of 422 people. Just multiply that by 2. 422, 922 maximum occupancy. And that is very similar to the Viking Ocean Cruises capacity as well. So the ship will have, of course, all the amenities, all the bells and whistles that a 6-star cruise line will have. I'm sure 18 and older will be the prerequisite, no children. And it'll be, top-notch service, more isolated ports of call, because the ships are smaller. They're not the behemoths that are run by the other lines. Certainly MSC has behemoth ships. None of these are like that. I think this ship will be 750 feet long, if I got my memory serves, with less than 1,000 passengers. I'm sure they'll have probably about 400 crew, because I think the crew ratio is very high, a very high crew ratio. But yeah, it looks like a pretty nice looking rig here, like a gigantic yacht is what it is, really. But yes, this should be really an interesting vessel to do. So they just announced that they're coming along, and that they're full speed ahead on construction, and that they will start offering cruises in the fall, 4 cruises in 2023, and eventually there will be 4 ships in the fleet. And it should be interesting to see how that plays out. Way to go, MSC! There you have it. Now, I heard also some news about Denmark. I heard something about Denmark today. Seems that if the ship is coming in to Denmark with passengers, you may have been tested before you went on your cruise to get on the ship. No matter. You get to Denmark and you want to get off the ship for an excursion, you have to be tested before they let you on land, right on the ship. So you have to get negative test result on the ship before you can get off the ship. So Denmark is getting tighter with their acceptability of allowing people in. Interesting. Very, very interesting. And what else was I going to say? I was trying to remember some other news on the cruise front. There's so much in flux right now. I guess today, of course, we've heard that the Pfizer vaccine has been approved by the CDC. So that's good news. The CDC is raising the COVID-19 travel risk for the Bahamas and 5 other destinations. We're hearing that news. Let me see if I can tell you who they are. The list now is the Bahamas, Haiti, Kosovo, Lebanon, Morocco, and Saint Martin. Believe it or not, Saint Martin is now a higher level of risk. That's interesting. And there's just a constant monitoring of other countries as to what's going on. Very, very, very interesting. Wow. Looks like the CDC has added to its level 3 COVID-19 high rating list Albania, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Brunei, and Liechtenstein. And then Bulgaria, Serbia were also moved up. Greenland and Guernsey were previously level unknown and are now level 3. Paraguay is considered less risky and was moved down from level 4 to level 3. CDC advises travelers who are unvaccinated to avoid non-essential travel to level 3 destinations. And they discourage people who are unvaccinated from traveling, period. Do not travel if you are not covered. I would think that they're doing that not only for your safety, but also for to kind of give you a heads up that wherever you're going to, you're going to have life is going to be hell on earth if you are unvaccinated wherever you're going to. That's my thinking here. Hawaii is now considering returning to tougher COVID-19 standards again. Hawaii wants to level up. Not good. Not good. Oh my gosh. Venice to start to charge entry fees next year. Venice, they're going to require reservations starting next summer to get into the city. too many people, and they don't want to be overrun with tourists, and obviously with the viruses, the variants, they want to keep that number down. Wow. Costa Rica to offer new year-long digital nomad visa. Headlines. Wow. Interesting. Chicago to reinstate indoor mask mandate. That's going on. Oh, Canadian. Well, I didn't mention it. Canada is talking about doing a vaccination passport type system.
I think it's part of the election.
Yeah, there's an election going on in Canada right now, and we're not sure if it's part of that, or I'm not sure how it's going to go down, how it's going to work out, whether it's going to keep us from traveling. I have no idea what's going on. We do not know. We're not happy about some of this stuff. But what are you going to do? It is so scary out there. We're not sure what's going on. Amazing. All kinds of different kinds of restrictions showing up, and just endless problems and issues. Panorama, the Carnival Panorama ship has started to sail again out of Long Beach, which is good to hear. Crystal Symphony is back cruising, sailing from Boston. Just some headlines for you. It's good to see. Yes. What else is going on here? I'm looking at headlines for you. CDC issues cruise warning for high-risk passengers and new mask guidance. Definitely, if you are a high-risk medical person, do not go on a cruise. They're saying do not do it. And I bet you they're telling you not even to travel. Yikes. Yikes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, all kinds of issues happening here at the same time everywhere. Unbelievable. Really got to wonder here, just how safe is it going to be for how long and when, and is it going to get better, and how bad is this variant thing going to be, and how nasty is it, and oh my gosh, I don't know. Oh my. The thought of, we'll just get the cruise lines back up and running again, and we'll be back to cruising in 3 to 6 months. All the cruise lines will get their ships up and running. It'll be great. Not happening that simply, not working out that quickly. All kinds of restrictions at other countries. If you're coming in, there's just all kinds of nasty and difficult things to have to deal with. Anyway, there's one I have anyway there. What else is going on here? Thank you everybody for popping in. Look at all these messages. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Let's see here. Let's see. Here we go. Good day, Bruce from Lance. How you doing? Cruise lines need to help passengers who cannot get the 3-day required for boarding. Cruise lines need to help passengers who cannot get the 3-day required for boarding. Some tests are taking longer. Cruises need to help instead of saying you can't board. Sela, we just went on Carnival Magic 2 days before testing began. Had a great time, but no one was wearing masks. Oh my gosh. Stephanie, no deaths and already sick when vaccine was administered. Get the vaccine. I'm not believing the 13 dead from the vaccine. If true, that is very alarming and sad. But with over 600,000 dead of COVID, I'll still take my chances with the vaccine. MG, the ship is too big for enjoyment. Sharia, I'm in Tennessee, and our doctors are advising to get vaxxed. Yeah, that's right. Doctors know. Sharon, our next cruise is now supposed to be Oasis out of Bayonne in July 2022. Hopefully the third time will be our charm. Will be the charm for this itinerary for us. Hopefully it'll happen. Celia, that is why I rolled the dice and took the vaccine. The odds of dying of COVID were higher than the 1% chance of death from the vaccine. I did lose my sense of taste and smell due to the vaccine. I refuse to mask since I've taken the wretched vaccine. The steaming bean. My sister has sailed seaborne. No flies on her. How about that? I would love to sail seaboard, says Celia. Loretta, hello from Oregon. Hello there. Louise, it's always a thrill to talk to you, Bruce. And same here, dear. I'm so glad you're here. MG, there is no walk around outside promenade deck, so you can walk around outside the ship and enjoy the ocean.
I like that part.
I love, Jen and I love the promenade decks. We love the promenade decks. It's a big deal for us. MG to SPs. Danielle Fields. Hello all. Hi, Danielle. How are you, man? The steaming bean. Any word when the third vaccine will be available in Canada? The booster. I don't know, my friend. Haven't heard yet. See, I think the cruise ships should boycott Bahamas due to their requiring COVID testing. Vera, hi Bruce. Vera, any tips on cruising to Japan? Nothing official, but they're having a tough time over there. They've got only a 20% vaccination count going so far, so it's very low. Japan needs to catch up, and they're having more cases show up in their hospitals. So I'm not sure if you want to go right now. Having trouble over there. Celia, cruise lines should boycott any islands that require testing or other hassles. MG, they're still burning bodies in the streets of India, mass grave in South America. The world is shutting down again. Cloud 7 travel. Hi, Bruce. I'm watching from Calgary, and it's unseasonably cold here and raining right now. It's only 9 degrees Celsius. Hope it'll get back to the 20s later in the week. That's in the high 40s. That's not good. No, that's cool. Sela, I am booked on Odyssey of the Seas for October 2022. MG, Southern California people are being told not to leave home. There is death everywhere. Don't cruise until it's safe, he says. Celia, maybe that is why everyone is moving out of California. Maybe that's what it is. Celia, cruising is safe. Let the scary cat stay home. Louise, hi there, Steaming Bean. I love to steam my green beans, then fry them with a bit of butter, almonds, and lemon juice. Now, steamer. There's some. There. Oh.
Little butter and garlic.
Garlic and butter right over here. Billy J. Hello, Bruce. Hello, everybody. Hey, Billy J. How you doing, man? Jill Flake. Hello from Cincinnati, Ohio. Alaska 2022. Hopefully. Third time's a charm for me. Yes, make it happen. Let's hope it happens for you. I sure do. Thank you, everybody, for being here. If you guys are watching, the show, would you do me a favor, if you can? Would any of you be able to hit the thumbs up button for me today? We're now at about 50 thumbs ups right now. And if you guys could hit that thumbs up button, we'd like to hit 100 thumbs ups every time we do a Monday show. And if you could come in here en masse and just nail that thumbs up button mercilessly, we're already at 60. We just went from 50 to 60, just like that. We're only 40 away now from hitting 100 thumbs ups. And I thank you so much for coming through for me, as you always do every Monday. You guys do it every time. It's incredible. We now have 61 thumbs ups with 81 people watching. Thank you.
I don't know who said it,
Hi,
but
Jen.
someone was saying how the one ship was too big for them, and I totally agree. The Epic was too big. That you had to book everything ahead of time, and we like being spontaneous.
Yep, we were on the Norwegian Epic. That was the last cruise we.
It's a beautiful ship.
The last cruise we took, Norwegian Epic. We booked a spa balcony suite. Loved the spa. We loved the spa. It was great. Ship's beautiful, but it was too crowded. You had to reserve your dinner. You had to reserve your comedy show. You had to. You wanted to trivia. You had to reserve it. It was really a pain in the rear end to do all that. And we kind of just like the ships where you feel like going, you go. But I understand. I mean, dinner time. We were on the All America Oosterdam, and we went with another couple of our friends of ours, real good buddies of ours, and we had dinner every night at 7:00 at the same table in the main dining room, and we had a great time. We loved it, and we didn't mind that at all. But that was really the only thing we reserved. We just enjoyed the rest of the ship, and that was wonderful. Really loved it. We have 69 thumbs ups now. We're only 31 away from 100 thumbs ups. I cannot thank you folks enough for helping out this channel, getting us over top. This is beautiful. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jill, I sure hope that this happens for you, that you get your cruise in sooner rather than later. But yeah,
I wonder, though, people
what?
who have gone on like a river cruise, does it feel too small? Do you feel like you're always in each other's faces? Do you know what I mean?
Question from Jen. Those of you who have been on river cruises, do you feel like the ship is too small? Do you feel like it's too cramped? Do you get the impression that there's too many of you on a small vessel? How do you guys feel about that? What are your thoughts?
Everybody knows everybody's business, kind of thing.
Yeah. Do you feel like there's no privacy for you and your traveling companion, or is it enjoyable? Let us know. Tell us all. Any of you who've been on a river cruise, please let us know.
I would love to go on a river cruise,
Yes, MG. The big ships are too big for enjoyment. We would love to do a river cruise. Yes, we are interested in doing some river cruising. And I'm kind of curious to know that too. What are your thoughts now? When you've been on an ocean liner, on a big ship, and then you go on a river, obviously it's going to be different, right? But those of you who've been on river cruising, what do you think? Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, do I suddenly have like 6 new best friends?
Well, yeah, all of a sudden you have new best friends. I guess one of the things about the river cruising that would be kind of nice would be every day you're at a new spot, and you have these land excursions. Whether
Oh,
you're looking to be very active on a bike, maybe, or just want to do a walking tour, or just go about on your own somewhere. I mean, maybe bus tours. I'm sure there's a lot of that too. Anyway, curious if anybody has any comments on that. Kind of like to know. I would love to get on on a on a Viking ocean cruise. I would like to take a Viking ocean cruise. I know that a number of YouTubers have been on the Viking ships, and they love it. They just love it, and I would love to look into that. I really would. Hey, let's talk about happy stuff and no doom and gloom. Thank you, Edward.
That's right.
Nathan, I was in Dirty Myrtle Beach earlier this month. Done a boat cruise at Murrells Inlet. It was like an NCL tender boat, but it had alcohol. I had to be in the water. I had to be on the water somehow. I understand. I had to get on.
Yes.
Gotcha.
It was an emergency weekend.
It was an emergency weekend trip. Yeah, there you go. My brother did a river cruise on the Rhine, and he loved it. A good friend of ours was on a river cruise about 2 years ago. She loved it too. She really loved it. Wes, I've done 2 Viking river cruises. It does not feel crowded there. Well,
Okay, good.
there's the man himself, Wes
Well, and
Morrison.
Wes has been on other cruises
And
where our
Wes
friend
knows.
has not. That was her first cruise.
Wes sent me this Green Hall. Thank you, Wes.
There you go.
Still use this to this day. Yes, Wes, you would know. You've done 2 of them, and you obviously went back for a
And
second one.
ocean cruises, yeah.
You've done ocean cruises as well, and you know that. So yeah, if I need to know about Viking, I just need to ask Wes, and
That's right.
there you go. Thank you, Wes, for that info. I have really not talked to anyone who's been on a river cruise and they've hated it.
No,
We had our
no,
friend,
no.
a friend of ours who went with one, never been on a cruise before. She went on this river cruise, and she really liked it. She really enjoyed it a lot. So yeah, Viking cruises twice, and no, the ship is not too small. However, don't expect the casino, 6 bars, a pool,
Right.
exactly,
Yeah.
a giant amphitheater. It's a river cruise. It's
That's
it's
right.
exactly
You are
right.
gonna be cozy. Yeah.
That's exactly right. It's going to be a little different. That makes sense, of course. But boy, are you going to see scenery like you've never seen
Oh.
before, and are you going to have day trips?
Now,
if you like.
is the flooding that's been going on in Europe
Mm.
going to affect
Wow.
the river cruises?
In
Has there
past
been any
years,
noise?
we've been hearing stuff like our river cruise could only go up the river for 25 miles, and we had to stop.
Right.
Had to
And
get
in
off the ship.
Montreal, too.
We had to take a bus. We had to go up another 20 miles by bus, and then got on another river boat and kept going because the river levels were so low that it was impossible for the boats to go through. So there was a lack of water. Now I'm wondering, with all the flooding Germany has had and all the rain, are the rivers back to brimming again? How's that going? I'd be curious to know. Edward, bring your beautiful wife on the camera. She sounds wonderful.
I don't do camera.
She doesn't do camera. There'll be no camera. Yeah. Traveling with Bruce means traveling with Bruce, but someone will be holding the camera, filming Bruce. You'll see her hand from time to time, but it's going to be the only way you're going to meet her is you're going to have to be on a cruise with us,
That's right.
a group cruise. You surely need to experience the Haven on NCL, says David.
Oh, yeah.
It truly is a first class experience. They arranged everything for us once we're aboard the ship. We never need to do anything.
See? Spoiled rotten.
So
Yeah.
you want to go to the comedy club? When do you want to go?
Okay,
You want to see a show? When do you want to see a show? Special seating,
That's
all that.
true, yeah.
Yeah.
They would have special.
They would have to. They'll look after you. Yeah. Reservations, restaurants. Where do you want to go? What time you want to eat? We got you covered. Pretty cool. Prospect 86. Hey Bruce, I remember you saying back in February 2020 that it would be 2 years before we would be getting back to normal.
I know.
Boy, I hate to be right, don't I? Don't. Boy, did I get the gears for that. Boy, did I get it, but good. People unsubscribed from my channel, hated me. How dare you? It's only going to be 30 days. What are you talking about, you jackass? You don't know anything. And it just went on, and it's still going on. Isn't it incredible? It's sad, isn't it? Wes, on our Danube cruise, the water was low. We had to switch ships. Everything was seamless. There you go.
They did it all for you, kind of move your suitcases. Yeah.
That's Viking. That is Viking right there.
Yeah.
That is Viking in a nutshell. You got it, buddy. That was you're being looked after. Yeah, that is why. That's why you go with those guys. That makes sense. Sure, makes absolute sense. Debbie Downer. They called me a Debbie Downer. Oh my God, I got attacked. Oh, mercilessly got attacked, and I got the thumbs downs, and I got the nasty messages. I got all the nasty everything, and people were telling people to unsubscribe and dump this guy, and he's just all he does is he just lives to tell us how bad everything is. That's all he wants to do. Yeah, like that's what I want. That's all I care about. Like, really? I just want to go to cruise, man. I agree, Edward. Bruce, stop being a downer. Thank you, Celia. Thank you, Edward. I don't want to be a downer. I want to go cruising with you guys. I really do. I can't wait to go. We're becoming nomads. We're going to become full-time travelers here in the next month. I mean, we are dedicated. We're ready to go. I mean it. We're showing it. We're ready, Freddie. There are a lot of Debbie Downers on here. Time to cruise or shut up. There you go. There you go, Celia. It's time to go cruising or shut the hell up. I like the attitude there. River cruises seem too small, and if you don't want to be around people, seems too small. Well, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See some of the castles in Europe, and yeah, it's an angle of Europe you don't ever get to. You're not going to ever get to see. Yeah.
Can you take like a river cruise up the Thames? Do they do that?
Remember when we were in Bath?
Yeah.
And we saw those little river boats?
That's right. But those were little.
But those are you chartered just
like 4 people.
You chartered it. You chartered those river boats. Those are really tiny river boats. We're talking about a river boat that's run by a husband and wife, and then they have room for like a family of 4, family of 6 maybe. Yeah, and then they look after you. That would be something. Oh my God. Bruce is ready to grow his hair out, says Amicus. Celia, I would love to try a river cruise. Kirk, hey Bruce, are you going to do StreamYard again? Are you going to do StreamYard again? Kirk, we're on StreamYard right now. I'm using StreamYard. This is StreamYard.
That's the software.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You're losing me on that question. It's Prospect. Rhine in Flames is incredible. Rhine in Flames is incredible. I don't know what that means. See, what is StreamYard? Yeah, see, StreamYard is a software that I use to do my live shows, which I'm using right now. So I'm not sure what Kirk is actually asking me. I don't quite know. I use StreamYard I use this all the time for my live shows on my other channel, and when I do my Friday night trivia show, it's on this StreamYard too.
I want to take a river cruise down the Mississippi.
Oh, you want to do the Mississippi? So you want to do one of those? Oh, have any of you guys done a big river cruise on the Mississippi River?
I don't know.
Jen wants to know what it's like. Jen wants to know what you like. What do you think? I mean, people on your show. I mean, you mean getting them, putting guests? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I will probably do that from time to time. Yeah, I'll do that from time to time. Steamer, any group cruises planned? Nothing yet, my friend. Nothing yet. Too soon to plan because the cruise lines don't know. Rocky, low water levels, but can also be too high. Sometimes the top deck is unavailable because you would get your head lopped off by the bridge. Main, Danube, and Moselle rivers. That's true. That is another reason why those are long and low. Kevin, thanks for introducing me to StreamYard. I use it for Facebook live broadcastings now. Right on, buddy. Right on. Glad it's working for you. Yeah, Steamer, I have no group cruises planned at all because, with this entire travel thing and all of the cruise lines owe all of these credits for cruisers. I mean, these ships are full up. I mean, and they're not going at top capacity. Yeah. Maybe 23, but 24. Yeah, it's going to be a while. I don't know. The Mississippi cruise is too expensive for what you get, says MG Doe.
I know.
That's what he thinks. Well, I've seen different pricing and stuff. They're not cheap, but I have seen and I've heard that some people really enjoy them. But has any of you been on one of those?
Well, and MG
Any of you?
needs to realize that I've never been there.
I've never been down there. Period. Right.
So I'm seeing things with fresh eyes. Yeah.
That's true too. Yeah.
Where maybe he's like, oh God, I've seen this all my life.
Well, there's that. The steamer. I am booked with Alita Loca for February. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
That's the issue. That some of these cruises are coming up real soon, and I'm hoping they happen for all of you guys. But who knows for sure if this is going to go? Oh gosh, I just don't know. Yeah. We right now we're Jennifer and I are figuring from September 20th on. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen, where it's going to happen,
I
and
just
when.
want to get to Phoenix for a wedding.
We just want to get to Phoenix for a wedding. We've committed to doing. If the wedding is still on, we're going. We hope to go, and then after that, we'll do California. See what happens. Kirk, 78 thumbs ups. Let's get the 100 tonight. We got 78 now. Oh, that's awesome, guys. 75 to 78 thumbs ups. Could you guys kindly hit that thumbs up button for me and get us over the top? We'd love to hit 100 thumbs ups today, if that is possible. There's 71 of you here. Is it possible that 23 of you are able to give us a thumbs up tonight? That would be absolutely wonderful. I would love that. Celia, I did not get my shareholder onboard credit on the Carnival Magic after I sent it to them. Not happy, and I'm planning to dump my Carnival stock. There you go. They didn't take care of you. That's not good. That's not good. Well, that's the way it's been going. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I can imagine that cruise lines are really up against it right now to try to get it right, to make things just right for everybody. Got to be difficult, not easy right now.
Just getting staffed.
Yeah. Who was that? Who was that concierge on the Bliss again? Remember that guy's name that were creating all that problem? Remember that guy? We talked about him, 2 years ago? Because I had remember those two guys that used to do the YouTube channel. What are those two guys' names? Wheels. Cruising on Wheels.
Yeah.
Cruising with Wheels. Remember those two guys? They had the problem with the concierge. Remember that? And I don't remember that guy's name. But he was the concierge at the Haven on the Bliss, but he's not there anymore. He's moved to other ships, I'm sure. David, last year we had planned a river cruise on Uni World down the Nile. Postponed it, rescheduled, and we have postponed it again until next year. That would be pretty cool. The Nile, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah. I watched several videos that Kara and Nate made. They did a river cruise on the Nile, but they had booked on a kind of a regional carrier. They weren't with a high-end cruise line at all, and it was basic. They had like a fan in their room. Their bedroom had a fan, not air conditioning. But they were served royally, and they had a great time. They really loved it. They really enjoyed it, and they made some really cool videos about it. But that was definitely I would call that a younger couples cruise. Yeah, not so pampered as the uni cruise like this one. Not near like that at all. Yeah, not so spoiled. But I love those two. Their channel is fantastic. They have a wonderful channel, and they do excellent work with their video work and editing. I know that Kara does the editing. She does a phenomenal job, and Nate, he does great work too. The couple are just fantastic, and they've been on a number of ships. They did a repositioning cruise from Southampton to Barbados, I believe. And they did a cruise on MSC where they started off. Boy, I'm trying to remember where they started off from. I can't remember, but they ended up going through the Panama Canal and ended up going to a certain spot, had to get off. I can't remember. They were on like an 18-day segment of a cruise. Really neat. And then they did an Antarctic cruise from Venezuela. Is that right? Argentina south to the south to Antarctica and back, and they were on that looked like a really nice cruise, and they were in a nice cabin too. They were in a really nice cabin, and they did some excellent photography as well. So you get a chance, check them out. They've done great stuff. Peter, Bruce, have you heard from Tom lately? Tom, yes. last week or something. I think he's in the Keys. Isn't Tom in the Keys right now? He's traveling, if I recall, and I think he's in Florida right now. I'm not. He's obviously not watching live, but I think that's the story. Edward, protocols change every day before you cruise. Check them so you're not disappointed. Right on.
Yeah.
Rocky, on July 9th, American Cruise Lines American Jazz from Memphis, Tennessee to Nashville ran aground on a sandbar. That's right. I heard that. They did. They ran aground on a sandbar. Yeah. Yeah, I think that Tom was traveling Florida. It was I'm not sure if it was a couple of weeks, Peter. I'm not exactly sure, but something tells me we'll hear from him next week, or maybe he'll be on the air with us Friday night for trivia at 7 o'clock Eastern this Friday. We'll see. Yeah, right on. I have yet to meet Tom. We were supposed to go on a cruise together. We got had that all canceled. It's just not right. It's just not right. I think one of these days I just have to travel to Richmond, Virginia, and find his house and knock on his door and say, "Hi, how you doing? Can we come in for a minute?
Yeah.
Can you got a coffee going?
You got room for some homeless people?
Yeah. Can you talk to some homeless people for a few minutes? Oh my goodness! Looking forward to the day where I meet a lot of you folks, including you, Mr. Heckema, and your better half. Can't wait to see all of you guys. Really looking forward to the day when we get together, and we'll compare notes. Oh, have we got notes to compare? Oh my gosh, have we got notes to compare? Oh my goodness, it won't end. How are we doing on these thumbs up now? 83 thumbs ups, everybody. Thank you so much for 83 thumbs ups. Only 17 away from 100 thumbs ups. Oh, we are so close. I can taste the greatness. I can taste the triple digit goodness of 100 thumbs ups. It's just almost there. If you're able to find a way to give the show a thumbs up tonight, help us out. Get us over the hump. Find a second device if you must, and get us to the top. There's 86 now, only 14 left to go. 14 thumbs ups is all we need now to get 100 thumbs ups for this show. Oh, that would be so good, guys. Thank you, all of you, so much for helping us out, getting us over the hump. On the Hangout show tonight, the show that starts an hour before this show. The topic came up kind of by accident, but one of my viewers mentioned something about. We're talking about the hurricane that was coming to New York and then went north of New York, and we've talked about how natural disasters can change everything. And one of my viewers was saying to me that her brother, I think it was her brother, lost his house in a hurricane when it came up the Gulf of Mexico. And they couldn't find the house because it was gone, and they couldn't find the lot the house sat on. They had to use GPS to confirm the location of the actual location of the house because it was all washed away. Telephone poles are gone, roads are gone. It was gone. Unbelievable. Anyway, that reminded me of a story from 2008. It reminded me of the time that my daughter and I had taken a cruise together. Daddy-daughter cruise that was 11 days, and it was a Mediterranean cruise. And we ended up in Naples, Italy. And we had booked a half-day trip to Herculaneum. And so we in the morning, we walked around Naples, and then in the afternoon, we grabbed the bus from where the ship was and went to Herculaneum. And that was fantastic. It was absolutely incredible. We got there, and the bus parked in the parking area, and we got out. We met our guide, and we went for a walk. And we were walking along this pathway, and we came out of the parking lot, and we were going like bushes on both sides of the pathway. We were in the shade, and then we came out into this opening. And as we walked along, if you look to our left, we could see farmers' fields going down a hill. We were on like a hill, and we could look way down. And at the bottom of the hill, way out there, was the Mediterranean Sea. And the guide was telling us that the sea is 6 miles away. That's where the shoreline is, the Mediterranean Sea. And if you looked straight ahead, you could see apartment buildings of modern day Herculaneum. And you could see stores and whatever. And if you look to your right, we noticed that as we were walking along what looked like the edge of like a cliff, but not a cliff, but of a drop off. And we could look down and see the bottom of this drop off. And we were looking at the original site of Herculaneum that used to be on the shore of the Mediterranean Sea. And we were looking down 80 feet, eight stories it was down. And we could see the harbor. We could see where boats used to get tied up. And we could see where some of the smaller vessels would be taken out of the water and stored inside of little areas. And we could also see grain storage silo areas right at the shoreline, buildings. And the guide was telling us that when Mount Vesuvius erupted, it buried Pompeii and it buried Herculaneum. And Herculaneum was under about 80 feet of debris. And so was the surrounding area all around it. And all the way down to where the shore is now. 6 miles is how far back the Mediterranean Sea was pushed back by the debris coming out of Herculaneum. For days, days, and days, it erupted and just kept spewing the ash out from the earth. And it landed, and the shore of the Mediterranean Sea was all the way back 6 miles. To this day, it's 6 miles. Unbelievable. So the Romans in Rome, because this was Roman territory at the time, the Romans found out over the few days the disaster that had happened in Pompeii, Herculaneum, and other villages. And they sent out rescue teams to see what was going on. And they came from land and from sea. And the ships coming from the sea were sailing towards where Herculaneum was supposed to be, and it wasn't there. They came to a shoreline that was now ragged, brand new virgin rock and steaming pumice. And I mean, it was just terrible. There was nothing there. They went up and down the shore. They couldn't find Herculaneum. The folks on the ground who walked on the ground, they were also walking on virgin land that had just been created from this hurricane. Over the next few days and weeks and months, they sent teams of people to find Herculaneum and to find Pompeii. They couldn't find it because what they did not know, what they did not fully appreciate, was that they were now walking 80 feet above Herculaneum and Pompeii, that it was buried that far down and forever gone. And no one from that era of that time would ever see anyone and anything from Herculaneum again. And it wasn't until the 1700s that a farmer who was digging a well came across some marble 80 feet down, digging a hole for water, looking for a water well, came across some man-made stuff and dug the hole out to be able to get a person or two down there to see what's going on. And they realized, oh my God, we've just found an ancient Roman area here. And they found a villa. They came across a villa in Herculaneum, not knowing that the Mediterranean Sea used to be right at that point, roughly, and that there was a city there. They had no idea. And so that's how it got discovered by accident. And here we are today. You can go to Herculaneum and Pompeii and tour the ancient site itself. Pompeii's in rough shape. Herculaneum is being preserved dramatically. It's really off limits to a lot of people. It's being kept very safe. Incredible, just an incredible place. So if you get the chance to go, you want to do it. It's a part of a cruise. That's how I saw it. Am I glad I did that? Rhine in Flames is the name of 5 different firework displays along the River Rhine in Germany. The displays take place annually at various locations along the river. Fantastic. Sharon Kevin is going to the basement computer to give you another thumbs up. Oh, thank you. MG Toe Henry. Peter, Bruce, whatever happened to the fellow who sent you the iPod? He owned a liquor distribution on the islands. Yes, this right here. My big ass iPad right here, the big iPad. This thing right here, this gigantic. It's bigger than my head. You know,
iPad Pro.
the iPad, and he sent me the pencil too. To buy this in Canada, it's $1,000. We got this
So
2 years ago, 3 years ago.
great.
Never heard from him again. Sort of disappeared from existence. Was supposedly living in St. Thomas, and was supposedly the owner of a liquor distribution business, and was trying to organize a group cruise with us and have us visit and all that. And well, Tom Henry, one of our loyal viewers, was had a cruise booked that was taking him to St. Thomas, and he was going to meet this guy on the island. He was going to meet him, and he left Boston, and the ship got to St. Thomas, and he got off the ship, and he went to the island, and
Okay.
couldn't find this guy. He went to a couple of bars and was talking to like the managers of these bars and saying, "Hey, listen, I'm from the United States, and I'm down here trying to visit a guy that I met kind of through a channel, a YouTube channel. He says he's the liquor distributor. He's the distributor of liquor down here." And they said, "What's his name?" I told him the name. I said, "Never heard of it. Never know who you're talking about. Never heard that name before." He said, "Well, that's strange because this guy apparently is a big to-do. He's got some a reputation." They said, "Never heard of him." He went to a couple of restaurants and a couple of. This is in his 6 hour stay. He's doing this detective work for this channel, and he's sending me emails saying or text messages saying, "Never heard of this guy. This guy doesn't exist down here." And he went to a restaurant that apparently he owned. He went to this bar or restaurant that apparently he owned it. He went there and it was closed. It was shuttered. And he asked people around it, who used to own this place? And they said, "Oh, it's been closed for years. No one's ever been here." So the mystery person disappeared,
So weird.
just disappeared into the ether.
So
I got the iPad. It still works. Thank you, whoever sent me the iPad. Weird, huh? Yeah. See, these deaths must be all over the news. Not. Rocky, if you visit Colonel Williamsburg, Virginia, Tom is an hour west. I'm an hour east on I-64. I'm sure you wouldn't want to miss meeting me, too. By the way, American Cruise Lines has Chesapeake Bay itineraries. Chesapeake Bay itinerary. Rocky, that would be pretty cool. Ms. M, Cruising with Wheels had a problem, and they wrote lots of letters to NCL, didn't they? Yeah, they had all kinds of problems with this guy. Sadly, our government has done everything possible to hide the deaths caused by the vaccine. My friend's 39-year-old daughter died 3 days after the second shot. Watch Facebook and see the posts. Sharon, I still get PTSD thinking of Pompeii. I got the worst cold ever over there. MG, Robert Brandt was trying to scam you and your viewers at the time, says MG. Viewers at the time. Amicus, was it Kaiser's? Was it Kaiser's? Was it Kaiser Sose? Was it?
Kaiser Soze.
Was that guy Kaiser Sose? There you go. Yeah, the individual just disappeared and never heard from again. We figured, well, he must have had an alias the whole time, trying to make some kind of a deal with a group cruise somehow, and maybe find a way to send him money to do a cruise and then abscond with the money. Never happened. Never went down. Never took place. Too fishy. Too weird. Too wild. But what can I say? It was an interesting time. I gotta say, it was my first year and a half of being a YouTuber, and it was a most interesting time. And I was talking to other YouTubers. Tony talked to him. Tony talked to him a couple of times and had him he was on Tony's channel all the time. And Tony and I talked about him privately, and we were comparing notes. And what was with this guy? Strange, yeah. Anyway, that was then. This is now. How are we doing for thumbs ups? 93 thumbs ups. Oh my gosh, we are 7 away from 100 thumbs ups. 7 to we got 94. Now we need 6 thumbs ups. We only need 6 more to get to 100. Folks, you are just coming together. You're coming in for me. I love you for this. 6 thumbs ups away from 100 thumbs ups on this show. I cannot thank you enough for being here with me. Oh, we got 4 to go. We're down to 4 to go now. 96 thumbs ups have come in. Only 4 left to get. Oh, 97 down to 3 now. I spoke too soon. We have 97 thumbs ups. Thank you, everyone, so much for helping out this channel. Reach 98, 2 away, just 2 away. We're going to hit 100 thumbs ups. I can feel it coming here. 98 thumbs ups. 2 to go. Thank you so much for this tremendous support. I'm asking a lot. There's only 58 of you watching. I'm asking for 100 thumbs ups from 58 people who've probably all given me a thumbs up or who aren't going to give me no matter how hard I beg. But we got 98. And I thank you all so much for getting me to within two thumbs ups. I know that what happens during reruns, people give me a thumbs ups automatically. They just do. And this will have over 200 thumbs ups a week from now. Maybe even 300. I know that always happens. But see, now someone took one away from me. See, they're down to 97 now. And they put a thumbs down instead. So I've got 97 thumbs ups. I have 5 thumbs downs. That's 102 thumbs. But I would really like to have 100 thumbs ups. That would really mean a lot to us. But, people do this so that I won't go off the air. See, they're purposely holding back their thumbs ups. So I'll keep on talking. And I can't.
Not a square to spare.
Got it. They haven't got a square to spare. See, up back to 98 to 4. Now 97 to 4. They're playing with me. They're playing with me now. Oh, they're teasing me royally now. What can I say? It's not easy. Kaiser so say fantastic show, Bruce, says Stephanie. What do you mean? What do mean to you? What? Huh? Thumbs down. I don't know what that means. What do mean to you? Anyway, thank you, everybody. We got 98 thumbs ups, 5 down, and we're so close to the promised land. I can almost feel it happening. There's a Gretzky. We got a Gretzky. We have a Wayne Gretzky right now, 99. We got us a Gretzky. There's 100 right there. There's 100 right there. Now are they going to take it away? Someone going to take that one away? 101. We got 101 now. Thank you so much for that. 4 on the downside, 101 on the upside. We've hit 100 thumbs ups yet again. It wasn't easy, but we did it. With enough begging, it gets done. I'll tell you, thank you guys so much. No, I can't spare a square, says Amicus. I have no squares to spare.
Now that football is starting,
yes,
people are even more will want to read Fatal Infraction.
that's true. Now that football season is underway, you got to get your hands on this right here.
Because who doesn't like a mystery and who doesn't like football?
I mean, this guy right here is a viewer of this channel. I mean, you got to love this guy. Kevin Chapman, he's a follower of us. Fatal Infraction, his latest book, available on Amazon now. Right. And of course, don't forget, he also made this book right here. Many of you have read this book. If you haven't read this book, you should read this book. This is taking a cruise. You can take a cruise in 6 hours. You can read this book. I read this book in 6 hours. I took a cruise in 6 hours on my couch. I loved it. It's great.
To explain to people, you don't read.
I don't read. I don't have time to read books. I have time to read anything. I mean, I'm on the air all the time. I'm here talking. I'm yapping all the time. Oh my gosh! I read the stock reports.
And you started reading it?
I couldn't put it down. I love that book. It was great. I know that book, says Sharon. You darn right, you know that book.
You better.
Fat fingers before. What do thumbs down mean to you and YouTube? Nothing. Thumbs downs get added to the thumbs ups, and it's just interactions. And so that's why I'm always asking for 100 thumbs ups, because it looks better on the thumbs up. But yeah, we have 107 or 108 now. This is great. CFL, says Steamer. Steamer. Kevin, thanks, Bruce. Did Jen like Fatal Infraction? Inquiring minds want to know.
Well, I've been really busy, but I'm like 3/4 of the way through. But I have things I got to do. I got to pack.
She's been packing.
So I have to put it down.
She has to. She's been just up to.
I can't.
But she'll get it done. As a nomad, she'll get it done.
It's my reward at the end.
It's her reward at the end. There you go, Steamer.
I
Kevin.
stopped just when it got good.
Kevin did a female's voice and sounded sexy. There you go. Oh man, oh man. We have 102 thumbs ups, 4 down. That's 106 engagements. That's awesome sauce. Thank you, everybody, for helping out. Yeah, now that we're nomads, or we're about to become nomads, we will see what we can do. She's got time. Stephanie's laughing. The steaming bean. I like this was that the Sophio Bioc? I don't know what that means. The audio book. I like the audio book. Oh, okay, I got it.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Chapman, this is what you get for pushing your luck. There you go. He's laughing. What are you gonna do? Yeah, we will. You know, we got to get out of here. It's coming. It's coming. Amicus, audio version, and play it through the speaker. There you go. There you go. Well, folks, I got to tell you, this is my 4th live show today, and I think I'm going to pack this one in. Sharon, see me being the man is committed to his voices. There you go. We're going to shut this show down, and I'm going to get some rest now and get ready for tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time and start again. I'll be on the air in 11 hours from now. I'll be back on the air for the other channel. So that's how much time off I get. What's that? Plan those cruises. That's right. So thank you for being with me tonight and with Jennifer tonight, all of you out there in YouTube land. We appreciate that very much, and the thumbs ups and all your kind words and support. We'll keep you posted on how it's going. I'll be on the air tomorrow on the other channel twice, and we'll follow the markets and see if our viewers over there get any richer. In the meantime, guys, take care and hang in there. It's good to see you, Big B. Steamer, same thing. Same to you, buddy. You keep it going and keep that weight off. Keep that weight up. Oh, don't listen to her. Don't listen to that. Amica Bus, see you in the morning. Thank you, my friend. Kirk, a great show, Bruce. Thank you, buddy, for being here. All of you, thank you for popping by and saying hi and everything. Rocky, Mike Stoneman's voice must be painful. Katie, love you, Uncle Bruce. Love you back. And thank you so much for hanging out with us. Gonna get some rest now. Gonna get a little nibble, little bite to eat. Get a little rest. Go to sleep. Get up. Go live.
And repeat.
Rinse and repeat.
Oh.
There goes the phone. We got to go. We'll talk to you later, everybody. Have a good one. Bye for now.